Palace Museum, Beijing in 2022 to mark celebration of 70th anniversary of Pak-China diplomatic relations. Holding of such exhibitions would be helpful in promoting cultural heritage of Pakistan at international level. Apart from that, holding exhibitions is very important. Opening this kind of museum is very important. ऐसे और बहुत सारे म्यूजियम हर शहर में होने बहुत ज़रूरी हैं. हमारी जो तालीम है उनका हिस्सा होना चाहिए. ये सारी ये लिटरेचर जो मैंने अंदर पढ़ा और जो मैसेजेस उस तरफ मैंने देखे जो कि मोहब्बत का और दोस्ती का और अमन का पैगाम देते हैं और इसमें नफरत का कोई पैगाम नहीं है. तो हम मुसलमान हैं और हम तहजीब याफ्ता हैं और हम ये समझते हैं कि टॉलरेंस जो है वो हमारे लिए बहुत अहम है और इस खत्ते में रहने वाले लोगों का जो अपना एक मिजाज है उसमें बहुत टॉलरेंस है जिसको हमने और उजागर करना है ऐसी सरगर्मियों ऐसी जगहों को बनाकर और अपने इंस्टीट्यूशंस का हिस्सा बनाकर इन तमाम चीज़ों को. मैं बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करूंगी स्पॉन्सर्स का, यूनेस्को का और गवर्नमेंट पार्टनर पाकिस्तान पंजाब टूरिज्म फॉर इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट, क्योंकि ये इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी की तरफ जा रहा है. हमने ये भी देखा कि जितने भी मॉन्यूमेंटल स्ट्रक्चर्स और चीज़ें हैं उनको हम मार्केट कर सकते हैं, उनकी छोटी छोटी कोई नकलें या ऐसी चीज़ें बनाकर कि जो लोग अपने घर ले जाएं और उन पैसों से इन म्यूजियम्स को हम मेंटेन भी कर सकें. और इम्प्लीमेंटिंग पार्टनर सेंटर फॉर कल्चर एंड डेवलपमेंट के डॉक्टर तारर का शायद वो आज मौजूद नहीं है और शफकत साहब ने मुझसे खासतौर पे कहा कि आप, क्योंकि मैं नहीं मौजूद हूँगा, वो मसरूफ़ थे आज मीटिंग पे, उनको आज होना था शफकत महमूद साहब को, तो उन्होंने मुझे फ़ोन किया. मैं उस वक्त कराची में थी, उनके ऑफिस से फ़ोन आया और 11:15 बजे मुझे सुबह पता चला कि ये प्रोग्राम है. मैंने 1 बजे की फ़्लाइट ली और मैं सीधा इधर पहुँची हूँ ताकि ये कल्चरल एक्टिविटीज़ हमारी जो हैं वो हमारी ज़िंदगी का हिस्सा बने और हमारी रंगों और खुशियों और खूबसूरतियों का भी हिस्सा बने. बहुत शुक्रिया.
Thank you very much, Ms. Razala Saifi. I think this was music to many ears. I think when government recognizes that harmony is only possible with acceptance and with the objective of living peacefully regardless of our differences. There are several people here. यहाँ मौजूद हैं बहुत सी ऐसी हस्तियाँ जिनको मैं पहचान रही हूँ और मैं चाहती हूँ कि आप भी जो शायद इनसे पहले ना मिले हों आप भी उन्हें पहचानें. मैं अपने सिंध से जो आए हुए भाई हैं उनका तारुफ बाद में करूँगी. से पहले मैं चाहूँगी कि डॉक्टर सैफुर रहमान साहब का तारुफ किया जाए क्योंकि इनसे बड़े हमारे पास इस वक्त स्टोर हाउस और एक पावर हाउस और एक ट्रेजर हाउस मौजूद नहीं है. डॉक्टर सैफुर रहमान साहब, थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग हियर. we've known each other for many years and it has been a privilege for me. Thank you. दूसरी शख्सियत है मिस फौजिया कुरैशी जो शायद अभी भी प्रेसिडेंट हैं इकमास के. मैं चाहूँगी कि वो भी अपना तारुफ खड़े होकर कराएं ताकि हमें पता चले कि हमारे यहाँ ऐसे लोग भी हैं जो बैनुल-अक़वामी पैमाने पर काम कर रहे हैं और पाकिस्तान पर उनका फोकस है. With regard to the conservation and preservation of monuments and sites, right? और अब एक ऐसा तारुफ जिससे मुझे बेहद खुशी है, मेरे 2 भाई और 2 बेटों का. मैं चाहूँगी कि इस वक्त भाई जुम्मन जो नौशेर फरोज से आए हैं सिंध से, उनके लिए तालियाँ. उनके साथ उनका बेटा और एक भतीजा है रामेश और विक्रांत राज और उनके साथ हैं लाला मुनीर जो सक्खर से आए हैं. इनके 5वें साथी मुनव्वर लाल اس وقت ان کی طبیعت ناساز ہے, یہ لمبا سفر کر کے آئے ہیں. پاکستان آرڈیننس فیکٹریز جو واق کینٹ میں موجود ہے, پاکستان کی سب سے بڑی صنعت ہے اسلحہ بنانے والی, انہوں نے ان کا خدشہ ان کو بلایا, ان کو ٹھہرایا, اور میں ان کی بھی بہت مشکور ہوں. جو ہمیں ہونا چاہیے کہ صرف ہم لوگ اسلحہ نہیں بناتے, ہم امن میں بھی مانتے ہیں. آپ لوگ تشریف رکھیے. جو منور لال بھائی ہیں وہ آل پاکستان بدھسٹ سوشل ویلفیئر ایسوسیشن سندھ کے صدر بھی ہیں. ان کے ساتھ ایک اور شخصیت تشریف رکھتی ہیں. I'd like to introduce to all of you a sister from Sri Lanka who has found her brothers in faith with a lovely name, a charming name which means charming, Chamira, am I saying it correctly, from the High Commission of Sri Lanka. Thank you for being here. Would you like to just stand up so that we can see you and acknowledge your presence here?
Thank you very much, ma'am, for being here and being part of this ceremony. Thank you. Thank you. We are nearing the conclusion of this event, and we cannot conclude without acknowledging the engagement, the very sincere commitment of the Director of UNESCO, Pakistan. I first made an acquaintance with Ms. Patricia McPhillips at a meeting organized by Ms. Fawzia Qureshi on behalf of ICOMOS, when Ms. McPhillips expressed her concern, her deep and sincere concern about what was going to happen to the many thousands of rock carvings which are being impacted by the construction of one of the largest dams in Asia, the Dam of Marsha. I am pleased to let Ms. McPhillips know that work is being done, it is progressing with the cooperation of the Water and Power Development Authority, which is the proponent of the dam. They have taken full responsibility, which is the first time in Pakistan that a government entity has taken on a project which normally is only taken on when international financing is involved. But this is the first project which is being made entirely with Pakistani funding, for some government funding, and it is the first time that we are actually looking at the conservation of thousands of rock carvings, the vast majority of which are from the late Buddhist era, or the golden period of Buddhism in the 8th and 9th centuries. I serve as an advisor to that project, and I cannot tell you how wonderful it is to engage with people in government who hold the same commitment as you and I do. So I would like now to ask the Director of UNESCO Islamabad, Ms. Patricia McPhillips, to make her concluding remarks.
Good afternoon. For starters, I'd like to really apologize to all of you that I don't speak Urdu. So please expect my apologies, and I'll move forward in English, which all of you understand, but nevertheless, I should speak some Urdu. So I apologize for that. Ms. Faryal Gohar, thank you so much for really agreeing to participate in our event today. Ghazala Safi, thank you for coming and making the trip to टेक्सला. The DG Archaeology, Elias Gill, thank you so much. And also, ladies and gentlemen, all you supporters of art, culture, and heritage, really, thank you for joining us here today at the inaugural ceremony of the Gandhara exhibition and the launching of the Taqsila Museum website. This is really a beautiful afternoon, and we really couldn't be here at a more lovely time in Pakistan. Museums lie at the heart of UNESCO's mission to promote peace and understanding through international cooperation in the field of culture. UNESCO Islamabad is honored to have the opportunity to provide technical support to the Government of Punjab under the Punjab Tourism for Economic Growth project for the protection and promotion of selected heritage sites and museums through sustainable management policies, and to enhance and promote the important roles of museums in education, social cohesion, and sustainable development. This 5-day exhibition is organized by UNESCO under the Punjab Tourism for Economic Growth project to promote interfaith harmony, support intercultural dialogue, transmit knowledge, and contribute to cultural and inclusive tourism in Pakistan. Pakistan's diverse cultural heritage has a narrative that conveys pluralism. The exhibition is designed to activate and engage the local communities, artists, artisans, and craftspersons for the revival and promotion of traditional crafts and tap into the economic potential of the cultural and creative industries, creating opportunities of livelihood for local communities. For the next 4 days, UNESCO has arranged for educational and public programming, a panel discussion with heritage experts, and guided site visits for schools and college students and visitors to visit the museum and the exhibition. Under the Punjab Tourism for Economic Growth project, in partnership, UNESCO has developed a museum management plans for both the Lahore and Texla museums, and has supported museum professionals through capacity building interventions. The main objective of the museum's component is to enhance the awareness and reception of Pakistan's diverse heritage by strengthening the ecology of its museums. A dynamic and active museum culture will further cement the ethos of a peaceful, pluralistic Pakistan. UNESCO is committed to explore avenues and develop partnerships with the government and other partners for future collaboration on the protection and promotion of tangible and intangible heritage for developing responsible and sustainable tourism in Pakistan. Once again, I really thank all of you for your interest and participation in today's event. I especially want to thank the Texla Museum staff, the PTAG team, and the UNESCO staff, and our partners for their dedication in supporting this exhibition. It's been well over a decade, several decades in fact, since the last exhibition. So this is a strong reflection of the government of Punjab and the people of the Punjab and in Pakistan in their interest and dedication to the rich cultural heritage throughout Pakistan. In addition to the Gandhara exhibit, I'm also pleased to announce the launching of the Texla Museum website, which has been developed by UNESCO in close consultation with the museum, with the Texla Museum management, government stakeholders, and the Museum Development Authority Advisory Council. I just want to add one more thing. When Ms. Ali Gohal mentioned that we have Mr. Rahman Dar here with us, I was talking to him before the exhibition, and he told me he was the curator here in Texla over 60 years ago. So, Mr. Dar, welcome home. And I hope you can really see a great result in the past 60 years, the fruits of your and many other people's labor. So without further ado, I guess we will now launch the website for the Texla Museum.
Thank you very much, Ms. McPhillips. It's always hard to follow the speaker who has offered concluding remarks. So all I can do is offer my thanks to all of you, particularly to those who worked hard to organize this event, the staff at the Texla Museum, starting from, of course, the curator, down to the guards, to the caterer who's here from Islamabad and who has very kindly shared some milk and a chicken sandwich for this cat who decided to be a part of the event. And if you know anything about Buddhism and the Jain faith, the respect for animals is as important as the respect for human beings. And since my ex-husband is sitting there, he would know that I believe in both the Buddhist and Jain approach towards respecting sentient life. मीडिया का बहुत शुक्रिया, आपने इस तकरीब को कवर किया. खड़े रहते हैं, अंत तक आपकी मेहनत होती है, लेकिन चाय और सैंडविच हैं आपके लिए. C2D, Center for Culture and Development, मुबारक for this event. Iza, Amina, who looks fabulous in a mask. I don't know how many people can say that, but yes. जितने मेरे भाई बहनें, भाई बच्चों के साथ भी हैं, कारीगर जिनको मार्केटिंग और डिज़ाइन में बहुत मदद की ज़रूरत है. So I think that is something that we need to approach the Punjab tourism for, but across the country. और इस चहार बाग के माली बागबान जिन्होंने ये माहौल हमें दिया, इस टेक्सला म्यूजियम के मुहाफिज और इनसाइट्स के तमाम मुहाफिज, और ऑफ कोर्स इन दी एंड पाक फौज को सलाम कि हमारे भाइयों को वो लेकर आए. डॉक्टर साहब, आप कुछ कहना चाहेंगे? आप would you like to say something to thank the organizers? Dr. Nadeem, आपसे बात करनी. Would you like to say a few words? You're not supposed to. आपको मना किया हुआ है. So sorry. अब मैं आपको उस तरफ बुलाती हूँ. चाय, चिकन सैंडविच, बिस्किट, पैटीज, सब कुछ आपको वहाँ मिलेगा. बिल्ले के लिए भी कुछ आप साथ साथ बचाते जाएं. ठीक है? बहुत शुक्रिया आप सबका.